So if we win 2-0 again, we're going to go Platinum Ring 1 star. So if our next 2 match are 2-0, we're hitting Cosmic. Does that work? We need 5 plus 3, we need 8. Yeah. So if we win the next 2 match 2-0, we will hit Cosmic in a very short amount of time. Let's see what happens there. But that would be cool. And that will certainly mean a very, very big prize pool at the end of the stream. 3 stars the max. Oh yeah, I think they changed it, right? So you get 1 additional star for the consecutive match wins, and you get 1 for the 2-0. So it's 3 stars. So that means that we're at least 3 2-0 match away from Cosmic right now. Our next match will be against Castlenock, and this is going to be a hard one. Castlenock. Alright, so going first on the first game is very significant. Very significant. So now we got 2 Ghost Blades and a Blood Infusion device and an Ebony Palm and all sorts of nice things. I'm keeping that end. We need to go for the very... We need to go for the very good starting ends against a Banks deck that is going to gain a ton of life. And game 1 is going to be very hard for us, and game 2 even harder. So this is definitely a counter. It might be a weird Banks build, but most of them are playing the life gain route. So might be it will be one of the hard ones. But we've got an explosive hand, and this is what we need to win this matchup. We need explosive hands here, and that's really important. Ebony Palm for the... Alright, so first turn. Now this is a big question. Do we go with Duelist, or we go with the Blood Infusion device to have our blood threshold? I think we're going to go with the Duelist. Duelist is more targets for the Carnosaurus, but at the same time on the first turn, this is more damage for the Duelist. So I guess we're opening with Duelist here. Yeah, we just need to hope that he's not going to get a Karn here. No, for sure. I mean, Banks is winnable, but the amount of life gained and the amount of interaction with our troops that the deck contains makes it a... It's not a 30-70 matchup, but it feels like it is a 40-60 though. Let's see, and we do get a blood here. We're going to go for a champion power activation with an Ebony Pound. I think this is the best we can do for now. And yeah, post reserves we bring in extinctions and electrofries, so it's not all bad, but it's certainly a hard matchup. So next turn we would want to see a shard. If we do, we might go Blood Infusion device, bolt to the face, and then oh nice. This is perfect. So we've got the shard here. We might go Duelist, Blood Infusion device, hit for 2, and prep for a very big turn next turn. I think this is the best way to approach this. Next turn, if he doesn't interact with our troops, we will be doing 6 damage with just the troops that we have. Additional 4 for the Infusion device or the Crackling Bolt to the face. And this is a clear target for a Vampire Kiss. Another Infusion device. So I think Yotul activation here does work. This gains us a bit more health and does provide with 6 damage here. So now things are starting to be in range of us killing our opponent. If we get a shard next, I think I will favor playing the Crackling Bolt to the face so that we can get on the next turn a champion power activation and maybe finish him. Because a good champion up, you know, champion power activation next means 6 plus 4 means 10 damage. So, oh, and we got a vortex now. That changes things. Can we kill him outright? Wait, so if I play vortex, I go 4 to the face, then 10. Yeah, we're going to prep a big turn next turn, so let's just go with vortex for 2 charges. We bolt the sun, use champion power, bolt the sun, play the device. That brings us to another activation on the next turn, and I think this works. So let's see, 2, and then 2, and then 2, and now we might bring our opponent down to 1, but I really don't want to because he might have a very explosive turn next turn. So instead we're going to kill Side of the Sun and play an infusion device for a charge power. We can most definitely deal 5 damage next turn. We started on play here, so he's down to 5, and Crocozor is a big deal here, but it doesn't gain him any health. So I think we're still good. We're doing 6 damage on our next turn anyway. So yeah, that works. Doing 4 and then doing 2 for the win. All right, that works. That worked out. Winning game 1 here is very significant. So we punished a slow hand, which is exactly what the deck does. We're at 16 viewer. We're very close to a draft pack giveaway. If we hit 20 before the end of this match, we will most definitely do a draft pack giveaway. Okay, so this matchup, opponent is gaining a ton of life, so we want to prevent life gain. We want to have as many answers to Hierophants as possible. Let's see, we're at 68 right now. Most definitely removing the Duelist. I'm not sure that the Priestess are good. They do block Hierophant though. I like burning Tendrils. I like gaining some health. I like a lot of stuff here. What else to remove? We're not going to be under that much pressure, but Vampire Kiss does kill Side of the Sun, which is very, very important. But I don't think it kills that many more targets. So I guess would rather have Tendrils than that. And maybe Priestess are not good enough. Actually, Burn. Do we want to remove Burn? We could remove a few Burns because they don't have a lot of target. Actually, I don't think I'm removing Burn. I think I'd rather remove Kiss than Burn. We're not going to win this game by making the game last long, so removing the Vampire Kiss, and maybe we want to remove all Vampire Kiss and bring in one. A Cleave might be okay though. It Braves, it a few things. Yeah, maybe I just add Bird to the Ground to kill something big. Yeah, I think that works. I like the Bird to the Ground here. It kills it does kill pretty much everything that we need, so let's go on to game 2 here on the draw. And this is not a keep. Alright. One shard on the draw with a lot of double threshold cards. Do we keep this one on the draw? We've got one piece of interaction with his first play if we draw a shard, and we need to draw 2 shards really to be active. Yeah, I don't think this is too heavy on the thresholds here. Just replace that for 5. This is better. This is better. So, mull 5. Okay, this is going to be a hard one, but we added this mull 5 though. If we get a pawn or brave on turn. He started with a diamond threshold. That's interesting. Okay, so we've got a rubble. I think I want to play the blood infusion device first. Do I want to play? No, I don't want to play it. So we added a decent amount of double ruby threshold cards, and we've got all the blood thresholds that we need right now. So we're going to go with that. 16 viewers, very close to the draft pack giveaway. So let's hope that we hit that before the end of this match. But hopefully this match will end on this turn. Alright, so he does have a slow hand right there. That provides us with an opportunity. So let's just play blood and a device. And if anything, if he still continue to dawdles like that on his next turn, we'll just play the rubble, get rage 1 to the brutalizer and attack for 4. It would be very unlikely that he doesn't play any troop here. Please don't. Oh, your friend is. We can manage that. We've got a burn. So how do we play this? I think we're still going to go with the rage 1 on the brutalizer plan, and then an attack. If he wants to trade, that would be perfect. If he doesn't trade, then we still have a brutalizer in play, and we won't be able to cover the brutalizer though with a burn for a Carnosaurus. But it's still 4 damage to the face, and this is pretty much a race. I guess that's the only option here. I don't see a lot of lines. I really don't see him blocking there, but we'll see. We've got 4 damage to the face here. We've got a... Potentially next turn we can do 3 plus 4. That's 7. And if he let us attack with the brutalizer again on the next turn, that might be 10 plus maybe the attack. No, that would be a 10 damage turn, so that's not too shabby for the next turn. I mean, doing 10 and gaining 4 life back, but then we end up with no cards in hand, and that is a big problem. Alright, not too scary of a turn here. So we're trading the Whirling Brutalizer with the Rhino. What we could do is burn the Rhino, activate the blood device for 4 damage to the face, attack for 3, that's 7, and then he blocks with the Brave. And we still have the brutalizer in play. I think I like that. And we go with another rage on the brutalizer as well. Guess, yeah, I like that. So let's go with that. Activate champion power. Go with 4 to the face, gain 4 back. Gaining life here is very important for this race. Play Ribishard. I'm not going to play the rubble here because he's going to get blocked. And he will have another blocker on the next turn, so we're not doing more damage here, so let's just burn the Rhino and attack with the brutalizer. And this is still 5 damage, there's no way he doesn't block that. He does not, wow, okay. That is great for us. So he does have a way to deal with the Whirling Brutalizer here. I cannot, or a way to gain some health during the next turn. He has to. Because if he doesn't and we draw a target damage spell, we'll be in a fantastic position. Side of the Sun, that's not gaining life this turn. He hits us for 5. That's okay by me. So there's a lot of draws here that wins us the game on the spot. Burn to the Ground is one of them. So Ruby Shard. Activate Champion Power. We go with 5 to the face. And then attack for... This is Stoneskin? Stoneskin it is. Alright. So... do we still attack? He might gain 5 next turn. Do we still attack? For 3 and lose the Brutalizer. I don't think we attack here. If he didn't kill it yet, there's a good chance that he stays on the board next. But that Stone Skin was really crippling here. We still have draws that wins, but we won't have as many. Oh, we're dead. That Stone Skin just stole the game. That's sad. That's really sad. Alright. Let's see. So yeah, we're not winning this one. Okay, so let's just is there a world where we win? There's no world where we win this one. Okay, so we lost. Well, we had a nice shot here, but we lost. So last turn will be on the play. Do we still go with the same board? I like this board. I like the Burn to the Ground. Eric Outlaw is still 4 damage and attack, so I do like him, but I don't think he's enough. He does attack into a Rhino though. I love that. On the play, the Priestess are nice chump blockers for the Hierophant. But we want to be aggressive, so... Do we bring back in the Duelist? I don't think so. I guess we keep the deck as is. And hope that we get one of the mass removal here. So we were very, very close to the win. Let me know if you... Let me know if you would have saw any other line there that that would have led to victory. Maybe I should have all it out on the Bunny Pound for the killing blow. I don't remember if Stone Skin can prevent that. This is a keep. I mean, we have regular, we have a Bunny Pound, we have an extinction. We don't have the threshold for extinction, but we have the tools here to have an explosive start, and this is really what we want to have. So, second turn a Bunny Pound into third turn a regular plus a shard play and a pound activation is likely what we're going to do for this game. If we get a blood threshold in the meantime. So we've got 5, we've got 9, we've got 13 sources of blood in the deck. Now let's see if we manage to find one here. We don't, but I don't think we're playing the witch just yet. We're just playing the pawn here and attacking. I did not play the burn on the brave. I want to keep it for later. I know we might be facing a Hierophant just there, but it's only delaying the Hierophant one turn, and here just having the option to kill the side of the sun is perfect. So we could play the regular. I think what we're doing here is we're not going for the regular, we're going to go with the witch and burn the side of the sun. And build our threshold toward extinction, so just play the pawn. Play the burn. Do we play the burn or the burn to the ground? I think we're going for the burn right there, so burn side of the sun and play the witch. I think that's the play here. Alright, so next turn if we get a shard we go with a big arena regular turn. Oh, him gaining some going for ramp here is perfect. 2 plays another play Carnosaurus. Okay, so he does lose us the Carnosaurus there. So gain some health, but if we get a shard next, we're going to do 4 damage with a champion power activation. We do get a shard, so activate, play the regular, play the shard, pawn, and we're down to. We're down to not many cards, but we still have extinction in the pocket. If we manage to find a blood threshold required, that would be awesome. Opponent is rimping fairly significantly right there, and that is going to be a problem. That is going to be the problem. He attacks. Wow. Okay, so he has another brave, or he's very confident that he wins this race. He might be playing Stinging in Ambush for the 1 damage to all attacking troop. Is it worth playing around it? Huh. Alright, so I think we're still going for that turn, and he might be holding out on another stone skin. That would make that burn to the ground really bad, but then again that would be 6 here. So do we still go for it? I think we attack and see what he does. If he plays anything with his resource here, we're going to hit 6 to the face. And there's still an extinction that is possible for us, although extinction is a bit worse against bangs. So do we go with a burn to the ground here? Make him waste a stone skin. I think we do. And have him. No, we don't. We don't. There's too many troops that we need to kill in his deck. If he plays a Forever Child, for example, we have enough resources to kill it with the burn to the ground if we don't have the blood threshold, and I think that's a sensible option there. Hierophant here is okay. Does he have any follow-up to it? He's not attacking. So him attacking with the Brave there was a free 2 damage for us. Play the threshold here and do 1 damage. We could go with 6 to the face And if he doesn't have a stone skin, next turn he'll be in range for the kill, depending on what we draw. I think that's worth it. The other option would be burn to the ground the Brave and attack with the regular. I don't think he'll be blocking with a Hierophant in play, so... but I really fear... Well, we need to be efficient with our resources. And I think this is the turn where... still want to kill a... there's still a lot of things that we need to kill, and we've got 18 life, so... let's just wait a bit more before using the burn to the ground. Just wait a bit more. Maybe I'm being too patient here, but if it has a stone skin, it will screw us either way. So we need to have a turn where we have multiple plays. Ah, that's bad. That is bad. We need... okay, so... now our salvation go through extinction. Oh, we're at 19 viewers. We only need one for the draft giveaway. Draft giveaways to start. So we really need extinction. So we need a blood source next. If not, then we're in deep, deep, deep trouble. Very deep trouble. There's still ways to win this, but it's going to be very hard. Burning Tendrils doesn't do what we need to do right there, so what do? Do we empower Burning Tendrils for 5 to the face, remove Infinitrix, and that's 7 damage this turn. And yeah, he's 1 charge away for the revive as well, so... but him reviving the Infinitrix at this point brings a lot of value. If he has another one, then it will be a no context. We really need our Broad Shard, but I do love killing the Rhino to relieve some pressure on us. And if he doesn't play another Infinitrix, then bringing back the Rhino is not the best. I guess we go with that and we keep the pressure on his health. Activate a Bunny Pound and yeah. So we need 2 board wipes in a row. So what we need is next turn to get an extinction, a blood threshold, and the turn after that to get another extinction. Something along these lines. That's going to be a hard one. That is going to be a hard one. Unless our opponent times out right there. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, so here it is. And... yeah, I think we're just removing the Rhino at that point. Or do we? There might be a case in removing the Brave, so that if he doesn't have a shard next, he cannot play a Root Father. There's so few lines where we live, but does it change much if he plays a Root Father next? I think it does. I mean, it's scaling him 8 health and putting it into the crypt, so I think we're just going to use the Tendrils on the Brave. Remove the Brave, and if we had a Blood Threshold next, we wipe the board. That would be Stone Skin, I guess, again. Targeting you with trooper control, alright, so... answers that question. We've still got Burn to the Ground. and we've still got an extinction. He's got only one card in hand. It's not too bad, but we only have one more turn to play. If we don't draw a blood threshold generating card, next turn we're dead. This doesn't change anything, does it? 8, 11, oh, we're dead. We're just dead this turn. Yeah, we're dead. Good game. Alright, this is a loss. Sadly, this is a loss. Alright, we're still at 200 platinum for a winning spool. And we're 2-0 for now for the morning. So let's go on to the fourth match.